Hey guys, it's really good to be sharing. Um, yeah, I've been having a pretty difficult time. I was just in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and you know, when you go to kind of an energy vortex, sometimes you're wondering like, oh, is this benevolent? It just felt like it did a number on my crown chakra, and I think I went through a lot of karma when I was there. Sometimes that's what like a retreat or an energy vortex kind of place will do for you or do to you. It's going to take you through a lot of karma, burn through a lot of attachment, show you where you're still operating from, we could just say, the separate self or egoic consciousness, or from lack, scarcity, these kinds of things. And yeah, Santa Fe, it was just rough. I went through kind of a lot there. I made a video on Patreon yesterday that I think I liked it when I made it, but as I was making it, I was like, you guys will probably hate this. Something in me intuited that some of my Patreons wouldn't like it, and I was making the video kind of answering a question for someone, and shortly after I posted the video, the person who I had answered the question for, they canceled their membership. I was like, oh, I knew it. And then I think at least 2 others canceled as well. I think it was a kind of a triggering video. I didn't really intend for it to be. I just knew it was gonna be. I didn't even want to make, kind of my ego self didn't want to make it. Because I knew the kind of energy that was coming through was going to be triggering, was going to be off-putting for some of my audience over there. But I could feel the truth that the divine was telling me, make it and post it. And sometimes it's like, that's, what do we value more? Living the truth or always having people like us, right? And sometimes the divine might tell you to do something that you know is going to trigger someone, but you still can feel it's for the highest good. It's for the highest evolution. And sometimes we kind of need to be that fireball in a sense. I even took the video down temporarily last night because I was like, I don't want to, there's this people pleaser in me. And there's this caring part, like, I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to be so upsetting. But then I rewatched the video. And I was like, wow, actually, that I kind of like, first of all, I was just like, I was from the heart. I just spoke the truth, I was just honest. And I tried my best. And so then I reposted it. And it was so interesting when I took the video down, I could feel so much spirit leave my body. Like, I just felt like awful. It was just like, oh, I could feel there was so much energetic dissonance within me about taking it down. Like, it just felt so off. And then I was like, I'm reposting it because it's the truth. It's the truth that it's, even if it's upsetting to people, even if people don't like it. Like I said, there could be 10 more people who have canceled their memberships. I haven't checked since last night. Who knows? But I do know energetically, I felt like my spirit come back online. I felt this like surge of light come through me as I reposted it. And this is, we're just learning and growing. And I got to have the experience of people rejecting me, canceling their memberships, and having that experience and feeling like, oh, I'm still alive. Like, oh, actually, I still like myself and it's okay. And I actually even said a prayer for the people who canceled their memberships, and I just prayed for them. And I knew that, everyone's going to be fine, and these things happen. It's no big deal. But there was just this, I don't know, it wasn't going to stop me from still caring for them and loving them and sending them off with like a prayer of just, I hope that, I just hope that they're blessed in their life and many blessings for their journey, wherever it takes them next, and all of that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of a beautiful, I know it sounds weird, but it was like a beautiful experience to like really own, I'm going to own the truth. And like, this video is true. And this is what the divine wanted it to be. And even if people don't like it and want to unsubscribe and whatever, that's okay. And I got to feel like it's better to be in the truth and disliked than be a people pleaser and abandoning yourself. And it's like, what do you want to feel in your body? And I just felt like it's so much better actually to be in my power, to be aligned with truth and people rejecting me, than it is to be a people pleaser and people liking me, and to be not aligned with truth and people accepting me. Like, that's hell. That's a hell realm. Like, to be not aligned with truth, and then everyone is liking you. It's like, that's manipulation. I was like, I don't want to manipulate anyone. I just want to speak the truth. And if you like it, cool. And if you don't, cool. It's like, sending you love either way. No worries, I thought the video was good. I don't know. But I knew it. Something in me knew. It's like, this is going to trigger the shit out of people. If you want to watch it, you can watch it for free, just so you can see it and see what you think. There's a free trial on Patreon right now, so you can check it out and then unsubscribe if you want after you watch it, or you can stay subscribed and support this work, whatever you feel. Yeah, you guys' support is very appreciated, so but what a journey, what a journey. So yeah, this all happened when I was in Santa Fe, and like I said, energy vortexes you can go through a lot of stuff really fast, and sometimes, like I said, we need to have certain experiences to really be embodied, and to have that experience where people are rejecting you, but you know what, you're still going to stand in your truth. That's a nice experience to have, because then you become more unshakable, and you become less willing to compromise on your truth just so that people will accept and like you. It's actually, like I mentioned this earlier in the video, it's actually the most important thing is, like, what do you feel in your body? It's more important than circumstances after a while. I would rather feel aligned with truth and aligned with the light and in my power, and literally this whole world rejects me. That would be a certain type of suffering, of course. That would be difficult, but that would be nowhere near as much suffering as being misaligned and not connected to my truth and everyone liking me. That would be insufferable. That's like, it gets to a point where you can't even fathom living that kind of reality. So I got to have that in real time, that experience of like, oh, actually, I'd rather just post this and people not like me than take it down, And I got to feel like what that was like in my bones. Like, to take it down as, oh, it feels horrible. And then to put it back up and be like, ooh, back in the truth. Okay. Yeah, I think I've said enough on that. In Albuquerque, New Mexico now, because it got too fucking cold in Santa Fe. Is there any worse feeling than sleeping in your car and waking up cold? And there's not much you can do about it. It's like, I guess I'll just squeeze the sleeping bag tighter around me and try to go back to sleep. That's exactly what I did. And I warmed up and I went back to sleep. But I did not sleep great. And Santa Fe was just like torching me with all kinds of like crazy fear dreams. I think it was my last night in Santa Fe, and the angels there were doing lots of work on me, and they were bringing up lots of fear in my heart center, and they were just like, so much energetic work just happened in like 2 days in Santa Fe. I mean, it was very intense. Lots of fire, but lots of grace too. I was actually in a bliss realm. I had like rage and bliss happening simultaneously, and these are energetic vortexes. They're very dynamic. You'd be feeling lots of things at the same time. So yeah, that was a really beneficial experience in Santa Fe. Probably try to be in Albuquerque for the next few days until it warms up in Sedona. It's too cold there right now too. And Albuquerque kind of has its own energy going. New Mexico is just wild. Lots of wild energies here. That's for sure. So I look forward to just posting more regularly these kind of heartfelt, authentic shares, just sharing whatever's real, whatever's going on. Just seeing if there's anything else that wants to be said. And I think that's it. A good little 10-minute video. Yeah, thanks for being here. Like I said, free trial for the Patreon. If you want to go over there and be completely offended and triggered by my last video, go for it. Maybe you'll love it. I know other people loved it. That's the thing, is some people were like, this is one of my most favorite videos you've posted in so long. I'm having all these breakthroughs because of this information. So I do feel kind of bad for that person that I took it down temporarily because it erased their comments. And I should probably go say, I'm sorry. I was like, I was feeling people pleasing and I didn't want to upset anyone. But hey, it's back up. Yeah, your donations, they mean a lot as well, especially now that I'm on the road, living in the car. Buys me like apples and string cheese and gas and just all this good stuff that supports my humanity. So anyways, I love you guys so much. 1111. Namaste.